Beast Boy is a comic book character created by DC Comics. He is a superhero with the ability to turn into any animal, including extinct animals like dinosaurs, and in some versions of the character, into demons as well.
I'm the entire animal kingdom, crammed into a single magnificent specimen.
You're something crammed into something.
He has all the abilities and strengths of the animals he turns into, such as an animal's hearing or keen sense of smell, as well as a bird's ability to fly. The animals he turns into are perfect copies of the animals in the real world, except for the fact that the animal is completely green in complexion. So the question is, why is he green in the first place? Surely, if he turns into perfect copies of animals, he should also have a perfect copy of the animal's skin and fur colour, and look exactly like a normal animal. So why is he, and the animals he turns into, green-skinned? Now, before I go any further, I should say that there are many different versions of the character, and that this video is going to primarily focus on the Young Justice TV series version of Beast Boy, though I will be touching on the original comic he was created from. This is because in order to fully understand the theories behind the colour change, you have to know Beast Boy's original comic book origin. Originally, Beast Boy, who was just Garfield Logan at the time, contracted a rare illness called Sakutia, which is lethal to every species except for the West African green monkey. So, in order to save his life, his father, who was a scientist, used an untested serum to change him into a and giving him his shape-changing powers. The green colouring obviously being carried over from the green monkey. Now, that's his original comic book origin. However, in the Young Justice TV series, the writers changed the origin slightly. In the series, Garfield Logan is injured and in need of a blood transfusion, or else he'll die, and Miss Martian shapeshifts her blood to match his and provide him with a blood transfusion, which saves his life, and later he develops his shapeshifting abilities and green skin. Now, at first you'd think Miss Martian is a Martian, and thus her skin is green, and so that must be where Beast Boy's green skin comes from. Seems pretty straightforward. However, Miss Martian is not actually a green Martian, but rather a white Martian. She shape changes her skin to green to avoid being persecuted.
I realized you would never accept me if you saw what I really am.
McGann, did we truly seem so shallow?
I couldn't take a chance. Being a white Martian among the green on Mars, I endured constant rejection.
So, logically, if the colouring came from her, he would be white-skinned, not green-skinned. That being said, when Miss Martian does shapeshift her blood to match Garfield's, her skin is green at the time, and since the shapeshifting occurs on the cellular level, the green colouring could have still been transplanted into him this way.
My shapeshifting occurs at the cellular level.
Try.
This is one theory on why he is green, and the one that I personally think is true. However, there are other theories. One is that it may be a psychological manifestation. At the time of the transfusion, and for some time after, Garfield thought that Miss Martian was a green-skinned Martian. So it's possible that his subconscious could have turned his skin green because he subconsciously thought that his skin should match hers in colour, and thus be green. This would mean that he can actually turn into normal coloured animals, but because he thinks he should have a green Martian skin, his subconscious makes him turn into green animals instead of perfect copies. There is one other possibility. After the blood transfusion, Garfield is bitten by a green monkey. The bite is very casually done and is easy to miss, but given that in the original comic book he gets his green skin and powers from a green monkey bite, it does seem likely for there to be a link, hence why I mentioned it at the beginning of this video.
People will never suffer your tyrannical rule!
Though the bite does not appear to even break the skin, and Garfield doesn't seem to be in any pain from it, so it doesn't seem like a bad bite, but rather it looks more like a small friendly nip from a pet. But of course, Garfield does have a serious wound at the time, so it is also possible that the close proximity of the monkey could lead to an infection of some sort, which could have resulted in his green skin.
Beast Boy? Garfield, what is it?
Oh, Gar, I'm so sorry. I should have been there, done something. But it's not your fault. You couldn't have stopped Queen Bee. I miss your mom too, but we have to keep moving. It's not safe here. Please.
But to be honest, it does seem more likely that the transplant is the reason, and the monkey bite was just the writers giving a respected nod to the original comic book's origins. But what do you think? Do you think it's psychological? Is the transplanted blood the more likely culprit? Or do you think the monkey bite is the reason? Or that it's a combination of the theories? Be sure to let us know in the of Beast Boy's origin being changed. Do you prefer the original comic book Green Monkey Bite origin, or the Young Justice TV series blood transfusion version? Personally, I do prefer the Young Justice version, as it makes more sense to me for him to develop powers after the transfusion. But let us know what you think, and as always, thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe, share, like, and comment.